I kind of seized up there. But I did talk with him a little bit after that point, but not a whole lot. And that's the Xavier situation, I suppose.
Okay. Reggie, when we were talking, you said that Xavier was threatening perjury at one point.
Yeah. So Billy, talk about what he said on the phone about when he was their lawyer and what he said about the perjury.
Um, he did mention he said something to me that if I'm not honest on the stand and I didn't tell him, certain information, perjuring myself.
But this is when he was
I don't.
now known as their lawyer. He's contacting
Yeah,
Billy and pressuring him, trying to get information out of him.
yeah. He reached out to me on behalf of Kirk to try and negotiate. Um, what was it? The he wanted to do some sort of repayment option, and he wanted me to tell him what I sold the property at, like the value of it, and I didn't want to release that information. He said, "Well, Mr. Thorne, if you don't give this information, you're going to be held for perjury on the stand. You realize that, right?" And I didn't want to give him this information because I didn't know, how it would affect my case. Again, I had no legal representation.
Okay. Um.
I also spoke with Norman the other day about
Okay.
it.
What did Norman say?
Norman said that he has never spoken to Xavier about this. So when Xavier told you that he had spoken with him and Braun, then that it's okay for him to do it, that was bullshit. And then
Oh
the
yeah,
other
because
part,
I
the
did.
other part that needs to be noted was Braun was looked at for an investor for the original property. So Braun shouldn't have any say with this at all as well.
Okay, because I was in the room when Norman and Braun talked with Xavier and Siobhan. I heard bits and pieces because they didn't include me.
Yeah.
So it could be that Murphy left out the whole specifics of why he was worried about conflict when talking to Norman, and Norman didn't know what he was agreeing to,
Yeah.
which I could see for Norman.
So I specifically spoke to him about it and said, "Hey, yo, like, what's going on with this? Like, why would you say there's no conflict in this? There is a clear fucking conflict."
Sorry,
Like,
did you say Murphy Braun?
yeah, that's why I said
Yup.
Braun.
Oh, because he's listed as a C4 associate in our email chain when I was a member of that organization. And I overheard a conversation where Sonia called Murphy as a potential investor for the home. He at the time didn't have any money, but they're close. So I don't know what sort of connection there is there beyond that.
Like this whole thing is such a fucking shit show right now. And I do not know what the hell went through Xavier's head to think that this was a smart idea when getting information from one person, randomly trying to mediate it with the others and then switching sides.
Yeah.
Like it
And then
doesn't
the
matter that
Siobhan thing.
if first is has anything to do with this. It's too tainted now. The other side now knows everything.
Yeah, I can't really take him at his word that he isn't using that information.
Yeah.
Also, I was supposed to have Siobhan as my representation. I met with her down at the courthouse where she was standing next to him, and she left the group to come speak with me.
Standing next to Xavier or Murphy?
Uh, I don't know who the others were. There was a few in a group, but I saw Xavier over there. And then, I spoke with Siobhan about the case that I wanted her to represent me in. And then a few hours later, it gets posted to the docket, and conveniently, she's called as an expert witness for contracts. So now there's a confliction there for her. She's not able to represent me. I don't know if he
I mean
purposely did that.
that's not even the part though, Billy. The fact that she wrote the first iteration of that contract and was paid to do so, there is no way that she can be an expert witness.
Yeah.
There already is a
Well,
clear
it's
bias
just
involved because money
there.
was
It seems
exchanged.
there's so few lawyers as it is. I just I don't know if he purposely tried to, ruin my chance of having counsel by calling them as an expert witness. But you're right. I mean, I don't know. It's very frustrating for me, to be honest. I've been looking for counsel for like a week now.
Serge is trying to get you counsel as well.
But
there are a couple of people who are interested in how far your availability will stretch to see if they can do it. But as of right now, no one is hard agreeing that they're able to.
Okay.
So what needs to be noted in this stuff, Billy, is don't take into consideration the conduct. So if there's a time that you can be awake that is more towards the end of the previous storm, and handling that then that can also work.
Because as it stands right now, both Mortimer Van Dyne and Sebastian Birch are trying to figure out if they can get their availability to line up to when the case would be. There are a lot of other lawyers that could step in, but they are all incredibly quiet, and I would really like to just start taking bar licenses away, but I'm not allowed to.
You know, it's crazy the amount of lawyers that are, or ex-lawyers that are around at this time that would be great for this.
Yeah.
But unfortunately now we have Xavier that has a bar license that has tainted the absolute living fuck out of this court case that I'd be surprised if it saw the light of day, to be fair.
Yeah. There's... You know my thoughts on this. There's issues. Serge is aware of issues.
Yeah.
I believe he's made Crane aware, so it's getting all the information to just investigate and decide what the best course of action is for Serge. Yeah. And he has Liberty City shit that he wants to get this done as quickly as possible, so hence me being his bitch.
Yeah. To be fair, if it comes down to it, and whatever the state has just deemed the house being valued at and paying out what the percentages are on the contract from that is fine.
Yeah.
From Billy's point of view, because unfortunately it's not his fault that the housing app didn't alert him that say, hey, the state's valuing this at half the price. That's the shit thing, right? Is if it comes down to it, he's happy to do that. The reason he hasn't done anything yet is because he's waiting for the government to get back to him, which Xavier knew.
I am assuming that the real estate market at the moment works the same as it did 5 years ago, that when you sell back to the state, it's always for about 50%.
The downside is Billy wasn't around then, so that's why he knows no different.
So he doesn't know, which isn't really fair to him, but anyone who was around 5 years ago wouldn't be surprised to hear that, or shouldn't be.
And
just like people are trying to say that judges can transfer ownership of houses, which we cannot. So there was no way to even transfer ownership if they had pressured you without selling it back at a loss and them having to buy it again.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. They told me they spoke to a judge and that it was possible, and they knew someone who had done it. And
there's been in precisely one instance in which it has happened, and I do believe that was a complaint that was taken to the federal government and exceptions were made.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
otherwise, we do not deal in transferring any ownership of anything other than seizing it for the state.
Yeah. Which is why when I was talking about the original contract, and they're saying that if he dies, that they get all of his shares and get the house, which we all know is bullshit, right?
Yep.
So it's
That's also way too close to a will, which will never be allowed in this
correct.
city.
Which is what I said to Siobhan, and she yelled at me about not having a bar license and why do we all have to live in the past. I'm like, there's nothing to do with it. Because I don't have a bar license doesn't mean that I still don't understand fucking law.
Yep.
So yeah, that whole thing was a shit show. Something that won't come out on the stand is the fact that someone that I was with overheard Sonia stating that if he doesn't do what they want, they're just going to fill the house with weed and he's going to take the fall for it. Only reason that's not going to come out on the stand is because the person doesn't want it to doesn't want to say it publicly.
Wonderful.
Which is part the reason why he decided I just want out of this shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's 100% fair, but unfortunately, it won't come out on the stand because of that.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of underhandedness and shit that's been happening with this, and honestly, that's why I talked to you about it originally, because this shit shouldn't be happening. This is just fucking dumb things that should not happen.
Yeah. Honestly, reading the contract, I would probably have just thrown it out based on the fact that it's an invalid contract, making promises and claims that it cannot fulfill, but then everything that comes up. I'm more than happy to leave it open to get this investigation underway and deal with Xavier.
You know, the other funny thing about this is originally they wanted to do this as a business contract, right? So owning shares in a business. And I said to Siobhan, why would we do this? This isn't even a legal business. It makes no sense for us to be doing this shit right now. And she said that she's done this before and it works and it's fine. I'm like, I don't care. It's not happening. We're not doing it that way. Billy wants it done so it's listed correctly so that everyone gets what they've paid for in it. So originally, if I show you the original contract and it was up to me, I would have had him sign it because all it talked about was a business, which I knew wouldn't be seen as anything in the court of the law because there is no fucking business, and he could have had the whole house himself. But he wanted to do the right thing, and now he's getting fucked for it all, which is just dumb. Not only that, they also threatened his fucking life. Unfortunately, it was all verbally. I kept yelling at him saying, don't answer their phone calls, just let them message it to you. They said it all over the phone. So it's a he said, she said, 2v1 won't come out.
Yeah. All right. Anything else that you think Serge needs to know for this?
I would think. Essentially,
I'm not too sure.
the main
What do you think,
points
Reggie?
main points is Xavier was sought out for legal counsel for this before it became a court case. Shared particulars from Billy about this. Mediates by himself without Billy's go ahead or anything like that, then switches team. After that, he approaches Siobhan. Siobhan did the previous iteration of the contract, so was already involved. However, it wasn't there other than to facilitate a contract between the three of them. So no clear conflict there. However, when bringing her in as an expert witness, is there's a clear conflict because money was exchanged.
It's her contract.
And it's her contract, yes. And Billy had already sought her for legal counsel. She posted on the docket for that and then pulled back and now wants to be a witness. So again, another conflict there. Knows too much in the particulars of the case, no longer an expert witness. And basically, Xavier's calls to Billy, pressuring him into signing off on an agreement without him seeing any legal counsel to work on a payment plan for them. And then that mention of if you don't tell me how much now, you're going to get perjury on the stand. Yeah. He shouldn't be pressuring someone, especially as an ex-client, for more information when he's representing the plaintiffs, or what would essentially be the plaintiffs. I think Xavier's way too fucking ambitious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I brought that up as a be wary when discussing his bar license.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
I'll be fair, honestly. Give his bar license to First and make him Shadow First instead. At least First wouldn't have fucked this shit up like that.
True. Do you still want your bar license, Reggie?
I'm undecided at the moment.
Okay.
But even if I got it, I wouldn't be representing Billy. I'm way too fucking involved in this shit now.
You actually understand what conflict is.
Yeah, that and plus I'd end up making Xavier my fucking play toy inside the courtroom, and it wouldn't be fun for him. Because
Maybe
I
not
would
for
tear
him.
ribbons off him. Oh, you guys would fucking enjoy it, but then Surge would also nerf me like always. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would.
because the shit I've seen, he is so lucky that that I've bitten my tongue and I haven't called him and fucking ripped him a new one myself. I'd rather you guys handle this shit because the shit he is doing is absolutely fucking dumb, and he needs to learn a lesson from this shit. Like that shit doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But we appreciate you guys looking into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, well, if there's going to be anyone who takes this shit seriously, it's Surge and I, so that's why he trusts me to be his bitch on this shit. And it's why I'm here making sure he gets everything he needs.
Hell yeah. Plus, here's also a fun point.
Oh no.
If you all don't want me fucking schooling the lawyers and having my bar license and ripping their little hearts out, then, you know, hopefully we can clean up this Xavier incident. Because I'd hate to really have to come back into the courtroom and then also make them all look like morons.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know how many are against you actually schooling them.
No, don't make me go back in the courtroom. Don't do it. Not good for anyone. I'm enjoying being a handyman. Aside, you want
Dick
furniture? Just
Tips
come
in
see me.
Cornwood. Yeah, Dick Tips in Cornwood asked for mock trials to help the PD. You want to make them cry?
Listen, the amount of times that I had lawyers in tears after their court case and I had to come over and explain to them how they can counter me, yeah, I can't count it on one hand.
Yeah.
Because at least I was fair enough to talk to them afterwards and explain where they could have changed things.
Yeah.
But during the court
No,
case,
you might be a dick in the courtroom, but you're always good to the other lawyers when it's not during the trial.
yeah. Well, I've made cops cry on the stand. Nope.
I mean, that's fair.
No. Billy's got no idea about my previous history with it.
I'd love to see you in the courtroom, Reggie. I would absolutely love to see that.
I end up getting nerfed too much.
It's true, he does.
Yeah. I'm too much of a
It's
serious
still
lawyer.
entertaining. Yeah.
Like I'm the kind of dickhead that will sit back in his apartment, prep for 20 hours, have everything done, work out what their strategy would be, any kind of version of their strategy, and pull that apart. So when they come and bring it into the courtroom, I've already got a defense for that. That's the kind of dickhead I am.
Yeah. Me too. That's why most of my cases never actually went to trial. Because I was prepared for it long before it got to that point.
I remember one court case where old Bundy and myself were arguing on the docket, dragging in previous Supreme Court rulings for all different things that were associated similar to that case. And even Bundy made a little bit of a fuck up. He posted a Supreme Court ruling without seeing that it had been appealed. And I made him look like an idiot. Then I just whacked up the appeal to it. But that was a good argument, that one. We went for each other's throat and bar cards.
I think I remember reading on that one.
Yeah, that was like a 4 or 5 page one, right?
Yeah, that was a lot of back and forth. And I think everyone was happy to just let you do it.
Yeah, it was like motion after motion after motion, then rebuttals, and then more motions. It was
Yeah.
good fun. I love arguing on the docket. Well, we'll get out of your hair. We appreciate you looking at this. Also, remember, if you need any furniture, you know where to come.
Yeah.
IKEA's got
See
you.
what
You know
they
we got a
have.
website now?
Really?
Yeah, it's Nikea.store.
All right.
I think it's
Yeah, once I have
going under
more than
maintenance now.
15K in my bank account, might hit you up.
But we just dropped some of our prices because easier to make some of the furniture now, so we're not being dickheads. And when it becomes easier that we still keep the same price, I'm always adjusting and checking to make sure that we're still fairly priced.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Of course.
I'm gonna go
It's
back
over
to
to
my
Serge and
basement.
Have fun with your, I guess, carpentry.
Yeah. Just let me know if you have any other
Yeah.
questions or anything like that. If Billy's not around, I can probably answer them anyway. Because I've been speaking to him the whole time. I even yelled at him to stop answering fucking Xavier's calls.
Yeah. Definitely anyone involved in this gets in contact. It's through text message only.
Oh.
And if they're not willing to do that, then you don't talk to them.
Yep.
Okay.
Especially now that all of this shit show is undergoing investigation, that you want to make sure that there's a paper trail for absolutely everything.
Yep. I dare say nothing more is going to come of it because we've already outed it on the docket. I totally
Yeah.
didn't have a hand in outing that on the docket.
No, I definitely didn't read his motion or information in your voice. Not at all.
I totally didn't get him to, didn't write it for him and put it in ways that it would sound like it'd come more from him. Oh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He did it himself.
Yep.
I definitely didn't read it in your voice, Reggie. Not at all.
Okay. Well, maybe I didn't do well enough on that.
Or maybe I just know you too well.
Yeah, well, probably that. Probably that. Serge probably did the same. He's probably like, this smells of Reggie.
Probably.
We just wanted to have it actually documented on the docket.
Yeah, I think it was a smart idea.
I said to him that there's a chance the judge might slap you down for this, but the whole thing is to have it actually there physically on the docket, so everyone that is involved with this is well aware before it even reaches trial that this shit show's happening.
Yeah, and the worst smacking down you'd get would be, you don't know better, don't do this in the future. Unlike Reggie, he would get a dressing down.
Oh yeah.
So.
Plus, I'm a witness on there, so I shouldn't be responding other than available.
True. All right, I'll let you guys get back to what you're doing. Get this over to Serge, and if there's anything else, one or the other of us will be in contact.
Right.
Okay. Appreciate your time, Judge Gatsby.
Likewise. Appreciate you guys coming down.
No worries. It was good to get out of Paleto for a bit.
I could imagine.
I'm lying. I get headaches down
Toledo.
here. Hey, Paleto's great. I get headaches down here. I don't get headaches in Paleto. Well, unless it's our security system. We have a security system where if you get too close to the house, you get a headache. During that time, it allows me to run outside and stab you.
Nice.
Yeah, sounds a little bit strong, but fuck it.
I've threatened to stab G6 workers for running in the courthouse when I'm in a bad mood. You're not going to see me passing judgment on that.
Fuck G6. All right. Back to Paleto I go.
Have fun.
Take care.
Imagine saying take care when we're about to have a walk down as well. Kind of weird,
well,
Billy.
Did
Oh,
I leave this unlocked?
Oh, you did?
I didn't.
Thank you.
Of course.
Back to the basement I go.
You gotta learn how to make a staircase like this.
Oh, this is way too fancy.
You don't think you could build this?
Don't forget you got to see old mate out front.
Yeah. Come on, Reggie, learn how to make a marble staircase.
Shut up, Billy. Hey. All right, so let's see. All right, so we'll see how that goes.
I tried to talk as little as possible, so I went, less odds of fucking up.
Right. I need to make a call from someone who called me.
Yo, what's good, Reggie?
What up, KJ?
Hey, nothing much. Doing some group sex, making some D, you know.
Oh, okay.
How about you? How you holding up?
Tired. Just spoke with a Billy. Leave him alone. Billy.
Oh, another kindergarten.
He was causing
Pretty
a
much.
traffic jam.
Just saw a judge about a court case for Billy with the people that he used to live in the house with, because it's
Yeah.
a whole heap of fuckloadery. And now heading back up to the basement.
Oh shit! All right, basement.
Yeah.
Are you going to sleep?
I'm in my basement playing with furniture, then I'm going to sleep.
Holy shit! How's the business going now? Selling a lot of shit.
Yeah, selling a bit. Still need to sell a lot more. We need to finish off the website.
Oh, you're making a website.
Yeah, it's Nikea.store.
Okay.
How you been?
That is. Nah, I've been doing my thing. You know what I mean? Trying to keep up with everything. People been away over the weekend. Small's going insane. I'm going insane.
My Small's gone insane.
Fuck me. He's got 10 racks right now.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, going insane. He's
Yeah.
fucking pulling. He's pulling the numbers. Can tell that much.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. It's fucking crazy. But it's good though. It's good though. No, it's only been. I haven't seen Dre today. Have Dre called you?
No, he doesn't call me anymore.
Doesn't call you anymore.
No,
Why not?
he hates me. I don't know.
He hates you.
Yeah.
Why? You never pick up when he calls?
No, I always used to call him, and then he only called me a couple of times, and he just doesn't call anymore.
Oh,
Yeah. You know, they've
Alright, yeah.
grown up too much, KJ.
growing up too much. Well,
Oh.
they still need the guidance. Anyways,
Wow.
looking for it. Telling you.
I've got to also have a chat with old fucking Benji because he was rocking up at our house looking for someone that doesn't even fucking live there.
Oh, cool.
Wong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm doing some shit with Wong. He's been telling me something about some racks and stuff.
Right.
How big of an issue is it, though?
Well, I mean, the bigger issue is Wong's being a dipshit and talking to me about it instead of just actually fucking backing down and staying away from it all. You know, he's just acting like he doesn't give a fucking fuck everyone, which is just a dumb thing to do. So instead of just being like, you know what, listen, because they shouldn't have ever done it, right? However, Wong's wording was dog shit, and I told him not to fucking buy the racks, yet he still attempted to buy them, and
Yep.
it was just a shit show that it could have been completely avoided. If
Right,
he
right.
actually said cancel the order originally instead of don't work too hard on it, but then he also called Ray and cancelled the order. There's no text
Yep.
message for it, but he told Ray that he doesn't want it, yet they still fucking tried to produce it and make him pay for it, which is silly anyway.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't-
guess it's
I
sold
don't-
to other people.
Well,
though.
100%. That's what I said as well. Is I'm just like, well, they would have still sold it anyway, so it's whatever. But like, it's still more of a why waste your time on Wong? And then Wong also is basically just like, oh, I'll just tell him to get fucked, and it's just like, well, that's a bad idea. So yeah, he's just as dumb as them.
Yeah, I don't know, like, because he's looking for a place to live as well, you know. And of course, you know, we got some room. At the same time, need to be like
You don't want shit brought
not
on your
causing
doorstep.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just looking into this shit, you know.
Yeah, well, Benji was around our house, obviously looking for him, and someone wrote on the door fucking TikTok Wong or some shit, which is kind of irrelevant to us because Wong doesn't even fucking live there. They stopped coming to our fucking house for him.
Yeah.
And then,
No.
and then Nick's upset his spaghetti about it because fucking Benji and them are coming to the house looking for fucking Wong when he doesn't even fucking live there. Nick doesn't want to have to deal with that shit, but still having to deal with it.
Yeah, but that's what happens, you got friends and they think, the friends are like either living with you, whatever. Like, this fucking, you live the life. It doesn't matter.
Which is
That's how we
why
operate back in the days.
Which is why I'm going to talk to Benji. I said to Nick, just leave it. Let me talk with Benji. And I'll just tell him straight up, Wong doesn't fucking live there. He doesn't have anything to do with us. Not worth your time coming up there.
Yeah.
Because at least he'd listen to fucking me.
Yeah. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe he's pissed at me, or he was a little bit pissed. I told him I couldn't drop everything, I have him in my arms every time he calls me, when I don't know, like he needs me like 10 minutes ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he got upset and he's like saying that to me like every time I talk to him now. Oh, yeah, it's Benji,
Yeah, yeah.
It is what it is. All right. Well, that is good to know. I didn't know they were actively hunting though. That was a different thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. Even though they didn't tell Nick they were, there's the fact that there's TikTok Wong written on our fucking door,
Yeah.
It's kind of not hard to put two and two together. I'm not a fucking moron.
Yeah, you're not wrong. We got one more. Holy fuck, okay, that is actually crazy though.
Yeah.
I probably need to talk to them before I do a decision here.
Yeah, probably worth it.
Yeah, because I know, like, the thing is, like, he's always around, always good sportsman, especially towards me. And he's looking for a place to live,
I think Wong's biggest issue is he needs to learn a lesson in basically a risk matrix, right?
Yeah.
What's the level of risk and what bodily injury can I get from this? It's high on both sides. Not worth doing this.
Not worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what he fucking needs, and if it comes at the form of him getting attacked for it, well, that's on him, right?
Yeah, or maybe, like find a middle ground where he pays a fee because he didn't go through with it or whatever, you know what I mean? Just get it out of the fucking system.
Thank you, Billy. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Right, I have some money for Billy as well, but not too much though. It's fucking hard out here, man. Everybody's making everything, it seems like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Is that everyone's fucking doing it. At least I found a pretty niche thing for myself. However, a lot of people love to complain about like fucking furniture prices, right? But they don't know how many fucking tens of thousands I've sunk into this shit.
Oh man,
and hours.
Like, what I am starting to do, you know what that is? Bring me the fucking materials. I take some money on top of it. That's what I do now. It's way easier. They save a little bit of money, and I didn't need to fucking get the materials and stuff.
Yeah, like we still make money out of it, right? Don't get me wrong, but when I tell someone it costs $5,000 for a fucking basic bed, and they fucking like Ray, get this right. Ray says to me, I nearly spat my drink when I found out it was $5,000 for a bed. And I said to him, I spat my drink when I found out you guys were selling racks for $25,000. Yeah.
What did he say then?
I don't think he was paying too much attention. He agreed. I was going on with that, but yeah, it's
that was actually good.
Something that costs $2,000 to make, plus your butt coin for the fucking thing. And you're selling it for fucking 25, 30K. That's fucking wild, man. That's an insane markup. When you don't have to do fuck all compared to what I need to do when I go chop down fucking trees, process all the fucking wood, spend all the time getting the fucking blueprint. Like, fuck me dead.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta go out and try to get my fucking brownie points with the weed guy now. I'm almost at 100.
Well, try not to get killed.
Yeah, trying to.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Help us. Help us. on. Oh, they're not home. Okay. All right, Gamba time. Gamba time, chat. All right, come on. Come on, basic quality sofa, please. Please, basic quality sofa. Fuck, man! 5 were made when I was gone and nothing! High quality sideboard. High quality sideboard. Badge. Badge. Wrong one. 5's 100, that'll be 206. Okay. So we need a little bit more low quality, and so I need 60 and 80 essentially. I can't be fucked on that. Do I even have that basic? I don't. Oh, I do. Do. Make 3 more. Okay, 3 sideboards. What you need, 3 fiber benches, 1 for each. Oh, that'd be fucking insane though. It's a lot of money. I've got to make 3 more. Fuck, I've almost burnt that whole thing. Good thing I have more of them. Right. That's on. That's on. 5. Oh. Oh, we'll see what happens with the court case from now with that. Should be interesting. Be very interesting. Give Kung Fu some love. Give Kung Fu some love. I'm gonna go fucking pass out. Appreciate you guys hanging out watching me. We did really well today. We got 3 fucking amazing blueprints, which is fucking awesome. We'll be back to it again tomorrow. Like always, the degenerate gambler. So we shall hang out tomorrow and see if we can get those fucking basic quality sofa. Yes. Hope you guys have an amazing day, night, morning, and I will see you again tomorrow. Discord tells you when I'm live, all that kind of good shit. And if you could please hang around and show Kung Fu some love, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Hopefully we get this fucking blueprint. If we get basic quality sofas, fucking we have over everything. Everything. We also need high-end sideboards, so that too. They're the 2 big ones that I'm chasing at the moment. 2 big ones. The high quality fucking sideboard, basic quality sofa. Good night. Yes. Yes, Rue. I'm finishing now. You can have your dinner. Good night. Rue's harassing me.